students. In this video, we will study nutrition in human beings. Human beings have well developed digestive system. So we'll study the structure and function of human digestive system. Human digestive system has two main parts, alimentary canal and accessory glands. Alimentary canal starts from mouth and ends at anus. Mouth opens in buccal cavity, that is also called as oral cavity, and oral cavity extend to throat, that is pharynx. Pharynx opens into long muscular tube, that is esophagus, and esophagus opens in sac-like structure called as stomach. This entry of esophagus into stomach is under the control of muscular sphincters. These are muscular flaps called as sphincter. Same sphincter present at the end of stomach also. Stomach extend into long tubular part of the digestive tract called as small intestine. Small intestine has three parts: duodenum, jejunum, and the last is called ileum. Small intestine is most coiled and longest part of alimentary canal. This small intestine opens in small sac called as cecum. This cecum has a finger-like projection which is known as appendix. Appendix is well developed in cattle and it is in reduced form in human beings. Because appendix has main role in digestion of cellulose, as cattle eat mainly green parts of plant, so cellulose content is maximum. Therefore, it is well developed in cattle and reduced form in human beings. The cecum extend to the broad tubular structure. It is called as colon. The arm of colon going upward is called as ascending colon, and transverse part is called as transverse colon, and the colon going down is descending colon. This whole is large intestine. This large intestine opens in the collecting chamber called as rectum, and rectum opens out through anus. This is alimentary canal. Now, second part is accessory glands. In mouth, three pairs of glands open to release watery substance, that is saliva, and these glands are called as salivary glands. So first digestive gland is salivary gland, secrete its secretion saliva in mouth. Then second is liver. Liver opens in duodenum. Liver secretes its secretion in gallbladder, and gallbladder store it and time to time released into duodenum. This is pancreas, third gland, which secrete pancreatic juice in duodenum. Liver and pancreas both open in duodenum through a common duct called as hepatopancreatic duct. So these are three accessory glands. Now we'll study the process of digestion in digestive tract. We'll start from mouth. When we eat food, what is first process takes place in mouth? Chewing? Yes. Food is chewed by teeth, and in this process, tongue help by rolling the food again and again. During chewing, salivary gland secretes a saliva in mouth which mix into the food. Saliva contain two substances, mucus and one enzyme, that is amylase. Mucus is a watery substance which mix into the food and moisten it and makes it soft so it can slip down easily towards the stomach through esophagus. Amylase is starch digesting enzyme. It is also known as ptyalin. Ptyalin convert starch into simple sugar. You might have noticed when you start chewing chapatis or bread, there is no taste, but after some time it starts giving sweet taste. What is the reason? The reason behind it is conversion of starch into simple sugar by enzyme amylase. So this is the digestion in mouth. So food is digested partially in mouth. This food is called as bolus. Then bolus is passed to pharynx. Pharynx has no role in digestion. It just transfers the food from buccal cavity to esophagus. Esophagus is long muscular tube which passes food to stomach. When food is swallowed through esophagus, esophageal muscles move in a particular manner. Its circular and longitudinal muscles contract and relax rhythmically and allow the food to pass to its stomach in packets. Let's see in diagram. When food enter to esophagus, esophageal muscles contract, so food is pushed down. And when food is pushed down, these muscles relaxes and the lower muscles contracts. Then the bolus is further pushed down. In this way, food is transferred to esophagus. The movement of muscles responsible for transfer of food into stomach slowly in form of packets. This rhythmic contraction and relaxation of circular and longitudinal muscles of esophagus is called as peristalsis. Because of this peristaltic movement, esophagus play very important role in the process of digestion. Then this bolus goes to stomach. Stomach secretes gastric juice. The walls of stomach secrete three secretions which constitute gastric juice. And gastric juice contain mucus, HCl and an enzyme pepsin. Mucus cover the inner wall of stomach which protects stomach wall from being digested by HCl and pepsin. Why it is required? Because HCl released in stomach is concentrated acid. Its pH is 2.2. It's very strong and concentrated acid. If mucus is not there, HCl can digest the wall of stomach. And pepsin is protein digesting enzyme. Cell membranes in our body are made up of lipoprotein. So this protein also can be digested by enzyme pepsin. So mucus do not allow HCl and pepsin to come in contact with the wall of stomach and protect it from being digested. by these two. This is the main function of mucus. Now function of HCl. Being concentrated acid, it kills germs present in food. And second function, it creates the medium acidic, and acidic medium is required for activation of pepsinogen into pepsin. The enzyme pepsin remain as inactive form, and after the release of HCl, it turns into active form pepsin, which act on proteins and digest it into polypeptides. This partially digested food in stomach is now known as chyme. This chyme is passed to small intestine, and this transfer of chyme to small intestine is regulated by a muscular sphincter that is present at the junction of small intestine and stomach. Now coming to small intestine. It is a longest and coiled part of alimentary canal, which are responsible for complete digestion and absorption of food. Small intestine is divided into three regions: duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. Duodenum receives secretions from two glands. These are liver and pancreas. Liver stores its secretion in gallbladder, and gallbladder opens into duodenum through bile duct. Pancreas opens through pancreatic duct. Bile duct and pancreatic duct both fuses before opening into duodenum. They fuse and form a common duct, and this common duct is called as hepatopancreatic duct. So, liver and pancreas both into duodenum through a common duct. What is that common duct? Yes, hepatopancreatic duct. How these two glands help in digestion? Liver secretes bile juice, which contain bile salts and bicarbonates. Bile salts act on fat and break down the large fat globules into smaller globules. This process of breaking down of large fat globules into small is called as emulsification of fat. So bile salt emulsify the fats. This emulsified fat has large surface area, which is suitable for the action of enzymes. Then bicarbonates, as they are basic in nature, bicarbonates makes a medium acidic to alkaline. The food which is coming from stomach contain acid, so acid to be neutralized, then only pancreatic juice will act on the food. So bicarbonates turn acidic medium to alkaline medium. After that, pancreas release pancreatic juice. So pancreatic juice becomes active when the medium turn basic. It contains three enzymes: trypsin, which act on peptides and break down them into peptones. Lipase is fat digesting enzyme. It acts on emulsified fat and convert it into fatty acids. Third is pancreatic amylase. Its function is similar to that of amylase in mouth. It digests starch into simple sugar. Then third secretion is intestinal juice. It is secreted by the walls of jejunum, and it is also called as succus entericus. Intestinal juice or succus and trachus, which contain different enzymes responsible for complete digestion of remaining food. Remaining food may contain proteins, so proteins digested into amino acids, remaining carbohydrates converted into glucose, fats break down into fatty acids and glycerol. All these are soluble form of food. So here digestion process is completed up to the part of jejunum. Then the last part of small intestine, ileum. Ileum is responsible for absorption of digested food. It is possible by ileum because its inner lining has numerous finger-like projections which are called as villi. Villi increases surface area for absorption of digested food. See the structure of villi. These are villi. And villi are rich in blood because blood vessels are present in each villi. There is network of blood vessels. These capillaries are one-celled thick as well as membrane of villi are only one-celled thick. So digested food is easily absorbed by blood capillaries through diffusion. This absorbed food is then supplied to all the parts of the body, even every cell of the body, where it is utilized to obtain energy. This energy is utilized in building up of tissues, repair of old tissues, and to maintain other life processes. Small intestine is responsible for complete digestion and absorption of digested food. Now remaining food is waste for our body and it should be eliminated. This waste and undigested food is then passed to the next part of digestive tract, that is large intestine. Then what is the function of large intestine? It plays no role in digestion, but it is very important because here maximum water absorption takes place and the food is turned into semi-solid mass, and this semi-solid mass is then passed to rectum. It is collected in rectum and then released out of the body through anus time to time. This exit of waste material is regulated by anal sphincter. This is all about digestion process in human beings.